Hi and welcome. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to make coconut sweet. Now we'll need coconuts, and this is the main ingredient. Coconut sweet is a highly eaten snack here in Cameroon, and most often a lot of people don't to buy it and not make it at home because of the work that comes with the snack. However, it is definitely worth it, and I just want to show you how. So after buying your coconuts, you're going to crack open the shell and wash your coconut flesh or meat properly. Now I'm showing you the kind of coconuts you should get. Make sure your coconuts are firm, they are strong, they are sweet. Do not buy soft or bad coconuts. It is not going to do the job. Now when it comes to making coconut sweet, a lot of people have different ways in making it. However, I know of the slicing method, but I'm still to perfect. So I'm here to give you the recipe so we both work on perfection, perfecting the slices. Most times people use graters. There's a particular kind of grater that some people use. It has the ability to shred these coconuts thinly, very thinly, and it is very good. Make sure to actually just slice it thinly, and this will only happen when you cut your coconut flesh thinly so that you're left with thin slices to produce thin shreds like this. Now in other cases, some people's own, they are much more smaller than this, and the reason why most times people go for this type of made coconut sweet is so that they can actually feel the crunchy texture of it in their mouth. So one prerequisite is for your knife to be extremely sharp. Secondly, you need to cut it thinly. So this is what we have. However, I'm going to explain something. I made this particular coconut sweet where I shredded like this 8 months ago. However, I left my coconut sweet on the fire and it got burnt. So into a pot, you're going to add water and then proceed to add sugar. Give it a good mix until the sugar dissolves. Now this is necessary. This is a necessary step so that the sugar can dissolve in the water. Did you see the quantity of water I added? Very little. Very little. If you're actually making it in a large quantity, then you're going to make sure to measure everything. Measure the quantity of water, quantity of sugar, but just know that a lot of water is not used. Very little water is used, because you see coconuts, it has its own water that it is going to release. Now you're going to proceed to add your coconut flakes to your pot and then proceed to mix. You're going to stir fry this until it starts to release its own water. The method of making coconut sweet is quite similar to that of groundnut sweet. However, with regards to coconut sweet, the quantity of water is extremely small. It is not as compared to that of groundnut sweet. Even if you're making coconut sweet in bulk, you have to make sure that the water you put should not be much because you're making it in bulk. It's still small water. So you're going to make sure to give this a good mix and just continue to toast like this. Coconut sweet is one of the most eaten snacks here in Cameroon, and it is a lucrative business in most of the booming towns in Cameroon. For example, in Limbe, when you go there, you'll find several spots where they sell coconut sweets in the market, be it the old market, the new market, and now people measure it even for as low as 100 francs. So every single person can have a taste of this snack. So you're going to make sure to mix, and this is what we have. This is the water I speak of. It has to release its own water. At no point, which is strongly my advice, are you going to just let it fry or cook on its own and then you start to stir or turn later, else it is going to form coconut candy and not coconut sweet. That is where the trick comes in. You're going to actually just toast, stir fry. Is that the right word? But let's put it that way. You're going to mix like this. You're going to stir till it turns brown. Now it depends on the kind of brown you want to settle for. Either you want to settle for deep brown, light brown, dark brown. That all depends on you. So I am going to settle for a color that you will see shortly, and I love it. I'm just going to stay like this. This too is a crucial point because if you let it sit like this, it's just going to form coconut candy, stick together, and there'll be nothing you can do about it. Now this is what we have. You can settle for this color as it is like this, or you just continue to toast until it gets somewhat darker like this. However, those who sell it in the market, do not let it get extremely dark. I'm sure the camera was not doing justice because it was just light brown. So this is coconut sweet we have, and some people sell a spoon for 100 francs. Now some people add milk to theirs, but trust me when I say this is actually going to reduce or relax the crunchiness of the coconut sweet. It will taste like coconut sweet that has trapped air, but that all depends on you. Thank you for watching.